episode of Talks with Coach Nikki Zeigler. But this particular episode, all day long, we're interviewing those who have decided to join me on this journey to write their own story, just a chapter of what they have overcame. The name of the book is called I Am an Overcomer, One Man. Of course, I'm going to advertise my shirt. Get into it. $20. Come on, get your t-shirt, especially for those who have overcame some obstacles you had in your life, from death to grieving to divorce to all kind of stuff. So every last one of these ladies, all 14 of us, decided to come together and build a book all about how we have overcame some major obstacles in our life. And so today and right now, this particular woman who have written, she actually is a client of mine. And of course she have, man, let me tell you something, she done been through some stuff. And I just felt like she would have been a good fit for what we're looking for because of how she is very strong, determined, very confident in who she is. And so let me go ahead and bring on my special guest, no one other than Coach Cherron. She's a smiling. Come on in, pretty girl.
Hi. I'm so excited.
Oh, Lord. Oh, hey, Cherron. Look at her little hyphen in the R between the R. Come on through, Coach.
My daddy did that. Yes.
Did he?
Yes.
Something special. I love the setting in the background. It's so pretty.
Oh, yes. You love my home. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. So tell the people who you are, where you're from, and why did you write this chapter? And what the chapter
You done gave me a whole lot of stuff in one question, but I'm going to tell you this. I am an absolutely fantastic, dynamic confidence coach. I will lead you into where you're supposed to be and feeling good about yourself, okay? I am also a renowned public speaker. I've been doing it all my life. Oh, my God. I've just been talking to everybody about everything. And I am a best-selling author of my brand new book that Nikki is helping me come to fruition. It's with the editor. It's called Out of Darkness. I'm so excited. I am a jet setter. Yes, I like to go all over the place, honey, and travel. And I am definitely a legacy builder. I help women build their legacies all over the world because I want you to leave an imprint on this earth, okay? So the name of my chapter is Don't Look Back. Okay, keep going. All right. Because I was in a place where I was bound and confused and I didn't know where I was going or what I was doing or where I was coming from. And so I went to church.
Okay.
And I thought that I would get all these wonderful things from church. And baby, they gave me a whole lot of church hurt. And so that is what my chapter is about, moving out of religion into spirituality, honey. So I just want you to know, absolutely know that I love God and that I experienced so much abuse in ministry. And it was very hurtful, but it also made me who I am today. It made me stay focused. It made me be very driven. I was like that, but I was a quitter. But when I got in ministry, I learned how to not be a quitter because of the people that were surrounded around me, but also they gave me the determination to keep going. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want people to not love church, but I want them to understand that because I love people, but I love God more, okay? But I didn't have a foundation.
I'm going to say this to you, and this is because I'm a pastor's wife. It ain't the church people that was attending that particular church. Because all church, you know, I love people. My husband is a pastor, so we, you know, and I tell people all the time, you are the church. However you represent yourself, you are the church. So when people say I've had church hurt, I always tell them, it was that particular church that hurt you. All churches are not like that because
everybody is not like that. And that's what I'm saying. I had to keep going. So in that, I've met some very wonderful, powerful, dynamic people that have pushed me and helped me along the way. But at that particular time in my life, you know, what I needed, I did not get. It was not sufficient enough for me. Okay. And so I don't blame them. It's just the space that I was in during the time. And they actually molded me to who I am today. But it didn't feel good when I was going through the process of it all. And I had to learn some things throughout ministry to get me to where I am today. So I recognize the church is the people.
Yeah.
And so I formed my relationship with God and not with man. But I learned that coming out of that. You understand what I'm saying? And I know that everybody was placed strategically in my life in order for me to get to the next level. But in the process, I went through some stuff. And I definitely was abused, and I definitely was used. And I think that people need to understand that even through that, there's victory. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Because I've talked to people time and time and time again that have experienced similar things that I experienced in ministry, and nobody talked about it. You understand what I'm saying? They just brush it under the carpet, you know. But we have to understand that people that abuse people. And I always kicked against the prick. So I didn't go along to get along. So, you know, I stayed in trouble a lot. You already know how I am, Coach Nikki. You know, I just be real rebellious all the time.
Even with the website.
With everything. Because that's who I am. I work in excellence. But I had a good foundation set. So I can't never be mad. Okay?
Look
what happened to my magazine. It was beautiful because why?
Wow, it's beautiful, Cherron.
Because I work well with people. That's why. And they get me. And I'm very straightforward, and I let people know what I want and how I want things done in excellence. So it came out very beautifully, and I love it. And everyone else loves it too.
It's a beautiful cover. And what she's saying, guys, because she's talking, she just graced the cover of Women of Dixie magazine. Yes. So definitely check out her page. The cover came out absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful person inside out. Shout out to Renee Huffman and of course Steve Jarvis. His shout out for taking the picture.
Hey, Jarvis.
Give Dominique her shout out for doing the makeup.
All right, Dominique.
And of course, giving myself the shout out for Cecile and the deal, because I'm the deal sealer.
Yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are.
Me and Cherron, listen, guys, we do this all day, every day. Me and Cherron have a genuine love for each other because we have to handle business. And so with this book, what made you decide to write about this? I know you was going through hurt. You know, you talked about relationship over religion. I tell people all the time, I'm not religion. It's a lifestyle for me. 7 days a week, I'm preaching Jesus. Because, you know, it's something we have to live with every day. You know, we have to make sure our light shine. And it's beyond the four walls for me. Absolutely. It's beyond the four walls. We have to understand that.
Well, what made me God led me to write about this.
Okay.
And the whole situation, I really didn't want to do it, but he pushed me to do it, right? Okay. And so as I began to write, I began to realize that it was so many women that I had spoken to that had experienced the very same thing, but didn't want to go back to church, didn't want to do ministry again. I was in that place. You understand what I'm saying? Where, you know, you're so devastated that you're like, I don't want to fool with those people, and I don't want to do that, and I don't have time for that. And I want them to understand that there is just great happiness even after that, because you have to realize that your relationship is with God and not with man. And so if you're being of service to someone, which is the people of God, which is everybody on the planet, then God will truly bless you, and then there'll be fulfillment in it. You understand what I'm saying? Because for me, I had to get out of that space of being very hateful towards ministry and the people in ministry, because the people that I labored with were the people that actually turned against me. And so when you have a certain group of people that do everything the pastor say do and go along with everything the pastor say go, I've never been like that. If you have issue, I'm coming to you and I'm saying, sis, no matter what's going on, I'm praying for you. I'm here for you. I need you. I'm not going along with the crowd to say, well, I'm not in that. And that's their business. That's their problem and blah, blah. I was in a very dark space. And so nobody came to my rescue. Nobody said, we're praying for you. We need you. We understand who you are. We understand people fall, people fail, people do all these things. And so we want you to get back up and rise again. And nobody, not one person in my ministry came to me and said, we're here for you. So I had to pick myself up. Now I had another lady that came from another ministry that said, you know what, it's okay. Come on, it's going to be all right. And then I had some busybodies around that wanted to know the gossip, of what was going on. But I had to pick myself up and reinvent myself and move along with that hurt. You understand what I'm saying? And now that I'm in a place, in a space of recovery, now they want to come back around. But I don't need you now. You understand what I'm saying? I needed you then. I needed your intercession then. I needed your praise then. I needed your comfort then. I needed your support then. And I didn't get it. You understand what I'm saying? So when you put yourself in that position, I don't want to be like that for somebody else. I want to go back and reach that person and say, you know what? I got you. And as long as I got you, you're going to be all right. You understand what I'm saying?
I always say this when I'm interviewing people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes your testimony has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with somebody else. Sometimes God will have you to go through all the hell, the pain, rejection, depression. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with Coach Cherron, but everything to do with a person who's listening to you right now. This video is going to be on YouTube forever. So therefore, if your grandchildren or whoever decide to come back, or if somebody else who are dealing with church hurt or the body of Christ hurting them, this can let you know, if I've been through it, here is how you get out. So my question to you, Cherron, how did you get out of the church hurt? How did you overcome?
You know what? I sat down one day and I just talked to God. And I said, if you lead me, I'll follow. And he began to lead me in a way where he would put people in my pathway to uplift me, to bring me a word, to let me know that what my purpose was and what the focus was and what the main thing was. It wasn't that, it's this, And so even though I cried and I was very disgusted and disappointed, I picked myself up and I listened to God and I followed God and I stopped following man. Now, did God use man to help me along? Absolutely. So he always brought people at my weakest moment to come and give me a word and say, it's okay, it's going to be all right. And then he began to surround me around loving people that say, we got you. Just come on, we got you. And so as that began to build, I was like, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had people that weren't even in church supporting me, rooting for me, blessing me. And it blessed me so much because I actually got them to go to church by not going to church. They said, well, we know that you're real, that it's not a fake or a phoniness. Like, things happen and we fall, but you can get back up. And I said, wow. And they were all there to support me. So I thank God for everybody that has been in my pathway, all my friends, the saved and the unsaved, you know what I'm saying? And I am truly, truly blessed to have it, to have had God do that for me, because then I knew the relationship between me and him was very genuine and it was not predicated on somebody else. I'm not saying it was a magical thing. I didn't click my heels. I talked to God. And I said, if you lead, I'll follow, not me lead. And this is where I am today with Coach Nikki, doing my thing. Okay. I mean,
you still coming to my graduation?
No, we ain't supposed to be talking. Yeah. What day is it?
Don't play.
I'm gonna try my best because you know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. I just thought I'm gonna call you out, but I was trying to figure out what's going on with that. Okay. Yeah. So the book comes out April 28th. We're having a big watch party here on the 28th. Everybody gonna have on their t-shirts. And we're gonna party. We're gonna take it back. We're gonna have a good time because it's our release. It's our way of releasing everything that God, told us to write in this book. I'm excited about your chapter. Can't wait to get into it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's some rough edges, but I mean, and I know you probably expected me to write about something else, but I feel like this is it. Like this is going to be the winning chapter.
Let me call Kim and see what's going on with this chapter. Oh no, I ain't doing all that.
This is definitely going to be the winning chapter. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Because I'm doing another anthology. I don't know if I told you about this. I'm doing another anthology called The Black Sheep.
Well, I'm definitely that.
But I'm
the winning sheep.
Okay.
You run with me, you're going to win, honey. That's all I got to say about that. That's how you hooked up with me. Like attract like. It's like a magnet. You was like, I got to win. She's a winning situation. Let me get attached to her, connected to her. I already know that. I love you.
No, I got to because you went to the school. You joined the school.
Right. But you didn't have to remember what you said to me.
I cannot with you today. You are shining.
Remember what you said to me.
Miss Confident Coach.
I remember what you said to me.
What I said, Cherron. Oh my God.
Out of everybody here, I came to you.
Yeah, I did say that. I should never told you that because you just rubbing it in, man. There you go.
I love you. I'm a magnet attractor, honey. It's my energy. I mean, it's very vibrant. Hey, it is what it is. I love people and people love me. Now, I need to stop loving the wrong people. That's what that is. That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, we're gonna have it one day when that other book come out, and I bring you back on my show and be like, so what's the news now? What's up with the news? We got work to do, girl. We got work to do. Slowly but surely.
Much work.
Patience, Cherron. Let me give you this word today. The word for Cherron is patience is a virtue.
Yes, it is, because you already know I'm a businesswoman and I like things a certain way. I love things a certain way.
Cherron's way, y'all. Let me go tell the truth. It's Cherron's way or the highway. She done tell you, go tell the truth. Yeah.
I'm not that bad. Don't make people think I'm like that. I just love things in excellence. I learned from the best. Listen, I had a very dynamic apostle. Let me tell you something.
Let me fix it up. Let me fix it up right now. No, she ain't like that. She's about business. She is about business. But it's going to be Cherron way, but she about business, okay?
Yes,
we're going to say it like that.
Yeah, say it like that, because I had a very good teacher. Apostle Alicia George. She was my teacher.
There you go.
She does things in excellence. And I was her armor bearer for some years, and really her right hand for a little while, some years. And so, I just learned from the best.
All right, so we're gonna give a shout out to Coach Alicia. I'm gonna tag her to this live because you just gave her them flowers, girl. You gave her them flowers, girl.
I have to reach back.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I wouldn't be who I am today.
Come on now. All right. Well, thank you for coming on my show. We really appreciate it. Until next time.
Yes. Bye, people. Bye, everybody.